I made a film called Touchdown Israel. It's about American tackle football that's being played in Israel.
Now this picture, it's more than just about football, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much more than football. It's really about the power of team sports to bring people together. It's about second chances. You know, people who grew up in, in a family where they couldn't play football because of, Friday night lights. If you're an Orthodox Jew, it doesn't work to play football, on Friday night or Saturday morning. So for many players, it's the chance of a lifetime, something they always wanted to do and were not able to do. And so we have an example of, someone who fits that perfectly in the film. We follow him quite closely, Yona Mishan. And then we have, we follow three players of a truly integrated football team, a Jew, an Arab, and a Christian. These guys are best friends, and I don't know that they ever would have met off the football field. It's an unlikely, occurrence, but what happens when they get together and their friendship is truly remarkable.
How can people see the film aside from at the festival?
Right now we are festival driven. We are in about 3 months we should be picked up by a network, and our film will be available through our website. We'll give you different ways of either purchasing the film to download or I can't say exactly at the moment who our network will be, our video on demand, but we're close to a deal at this point. But just go to our website, touchdownisrael.com. All the news will be there, and you can follow us and you can see the film through one of our outlets.
What's the future of football in Israel, or was it just a temporary thing?
No, it's not temporary. I think it's building every year. This is they're in their 9th year at the moment. And I think the big thing that's happening in football in Israel is that there's a national team that's been formed. So that means that there will be a Jewish national team playing throughout the world. For those who don't know, there are many teams in many countries throughout Northern Europe, Eastern Europe, even in the Middle East and the Far East, who are playing American tackle football. So that's what they're really excited about. And I think what's going to happen in Israel is what's already begun to happen is that kids are playing in high schools and in junior highs, and even there's a Pee Wee League that's formed. And that's how the sport is really going to take off.
Are there Jewish teams playing against Arab teams?
At the moment, no. I don't know of any Arab American tackle football teams, but there are certainly teams in Europe where there will be Arab players or there will be Muslim players.
And will they compete against the Israeli team?
Well, that's to see, will they or won't they? But I know that the teams in Britain, the teams in Europe are very excited about having the Israelis and their national team come to Europe. Very excited about it.
Are there pro-American players who will play there, or what level American players will play?
I don't think so. I think what you'll see is college level football players. There's a player who's on the University of Michigan quarterback team, a guy named Alex Swyka, who's played in Israel for one of the teams and will actually be a quarterback for the national team in Israel. So they're getting their players from all over the world, but so far it's not a professional league. It's an amateur league, so it's not attracting professionals. But you're going to get some really good college football players and some homegrown players.
You've made this picture a couple of years ago.
I did. I filmed in the 11-12 season. They finished in the 2012 season. So it took me that long to edit and to get the film to come to fruition.
What sort of reactions are you getting, or have you gotten on this festival circuit from people about seeing a different side of Israel through the picture?
Well, I think, we're a breath of fresh air in a way because, so many Jewish film festivals are filled with topics which are fairly heavy, and not that this isn't the place for them, because it certainly is, but it should also be the place for some joy and some, feel good about, what Judaism and what other religions can offer, for each other. So it's a melting pot story.
That's great.